Alright, here we go on the draw. I think we keep this. It's a little land heavy, but I'm on the draw. I use that to justify a lot of bad keeps. We've got this to stop super aggressive starts, and like this deck kind of just wants to hit a couple land drops and then get combo pieces and go. Like vampires we should be able to do stuff about. Tormenting Voice Dirtles we should be able to do stuff about too. We've got the Stitched Mangler Murderous Compulsion combo. So there's that. We just do that then. Because we've got Catalog into Just the Wind next turn, discard that in a land and bounce something. That should be good. Yeah, I think I like what's going on there. I'll probably save it because we've got 2 instants. So we can catalog discarding this in a land, bounce something for air quote. I realized you can't see me do the air quotes, but for free. Potentially after we've blocked and they've used a combat trick or invested some mana into making a thing happen. Now, like whatever he puts this counter on, we can bounce, and that's going to be good. Alright, we'll discard this with madness. That's a lot of land. Now this has menace, right? So we can't block it. Yeah. We can steal it. I don't think I want to do that. I can just steal that and start getting in a couple beats. I think I'm fine with that. This is toughness 2 or less, right? Can control the target creature if its toughness is 2 or less. We can do that, or we can steal this guy. I think I'd rather steal this. Like, stealing this is neat because we can sack it and draw a card and instant speed Murderous Compulsion. But he can just sack it in response and nerf our spell. So I think I'd rather just take a 4/2. That's going to be a good blocker against what he's doing. It's a 2-for-1. And we're going to start getting in some damage, which may seem silly, like we'd want to block against that deck, but again, we only need to get in 7 points of damage. So like a 1-power flyer at some point does a lot. And we can still deal with that guy if he ever becomes a problem. Alright, you got some spells there. And we've got some air here. Wow. So many lands. Our opponent has 2 cards. We have 4. Only one of ours is gas. So at the moment, he can attack. We can block here. But like, certain spells really get us. I'd like to get in some more damage, but I don't think we're in a position to do that. So we're just going to play the blocking game for a little bit. I don't want to just trade off a guy for the Vampire Novel, but I will if I gotta. Oh, he's going deep. Alright. You did it. He exiled his own dude. So I can block this, keep my dude, murderously compel that, or like, the reason to leave this around is any of those 2/4s that I draw, just block it all day. So I think I go for the prevent the most damage, keep my guy play. If I have to murderously compel that, then I have to. That's all there is to it. But if I draw a 2-4 or something, I'm going to be happy that I didn't. I think we just keep running stuff out and making it look like we got nothing here. Because I'm a flash in that Storm Rider spirit. I think at this point we do this and offer these trades. Because if he's got nothing, we're in pretty good shape. If he doesn't, well, we're still playing Magic. Gosh, so many lands. Alright. I'm still not ready to fire off that compulsion yet on a 1-1. I realize it could kill me, but... may as well pretend like we have a counterspell, because we could. Alright, you did the thing. Wow. Oh. So much crap. So we can put ourselves both in top decking mode with him having a thing there. Like, I guess this isn't going to get much better. Problem is he just cycles it. Yeah. I'd rather sit for a little bit longer here. We will eventually draw a non-land. I did keep a heavy land hand, so I kind of deserve what's happening to me. I'll kill it now. Like, if he's going to start building counters on it, it's worth getting rid of. Especially since I can flash that Observer in end of turn. Yeah, alright, you gotta die. Why not just flash the Observer in and block it? He'll just use this on it. Oh. That's not the flash guy. I'm a moron. Yeah, I'm dumb. It happened. What does exactly 2 points of damage and kills our opponent? I see what you did there. We're going to need Triskaidekaphobia now. That said, we've got some options to get it. I'm not chumping that because I want to be able to put my opponent at 13. This leaves us taking 7 next turn, which is not dead. This does exactly 2 damage, which, while cute, is a turn too late. Yeah, I can't actually win this game anymore. So we chump that, take 3, go to 5, and then both are lethal, and I don't have a way to remove them. So I think we just hit too many lands. I guess there's a possibility that we draw into some number of clues. Like, I can block. No, the damn thing has first strike. Like, is there anything I can draw if I go to 1 that actually does a thing? Like, what am I looking for at that point? Because we've got a lot of stuff that doesn't really do much. Yeah, I guess a Mangler buys me a turn? So we'll do the thing. All right, that'll do, donkey. That'll do. I kept a heavy land hand. It looks like we drew more lands than our opponent. We really didn't, though. Like, he's got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we draw a little more, but we had some card draw spells, too. He's just got some good synergies here. That's a beating if you can't get out ahead of it. That said, I think we can. Gone Missing might be an interesting way to reset some of his shenanigans. I think I probably want that. But over what? Maybe over that. Yeah, I can get down for that. We're going on the play again, so it's okay to have a little heavier drops. Like, it's not like that's super interactive. It needs to have a creature on the board anyway. Well, let's give this a try on the play. Yes, I'd like to play first. This looks fine. We've got a real curve. I'll keep it. Getting some damage with the Homunculus and the Invited Guest. Alright, you have a Sinister Concoction. Alright, you have some other things. Well, that looks like we just drew it up perfectly. Tap something so we can get through with the Geist. That puts him to 14, and then at some point he'll eventually use the Concoction, and there you go. Or he's just so scared of that, he's going to play it. Best value on a Stitch Mangler ever? Probably not, but I'm going to play stuff out to the board. Like, sometimes this is just a 3-mana 2/3, and you're okay with that. And then sometimes your opponent wrecks you with Twins of Mauer Estate. So brutal. We're still technically ahead in the race in that we can Storm Rider Spirit and start beating them down. He's not equipping there, which is probably bad news. Corpse Trawler's pretty good. It means we can attack and hold this back. I won't have enough to play it and activate. So if I attack, we're saying we're going to take 5, 7, and then try to kill him in the air. That doesn't seem super smart. Like, this guy's holding back probably 1 zombie. If my opponent's super intelligent, they equip this here and they get to attack with those. I guess I play it and pass and see what we draw and leave mana suspiciously up. Because again, I guess we're still holding back a zombie by even if we do attack, because this is coming in and he's probably equipping one and coming in, right? So maybe we do just attack here. It also puts him at 12, which is relevant for we win in 2 turns if we hit the Triskaidekaphobia, and then we can just hold back from there. Like, trading this for a zombie is actually fine. Or he could have that. And we take 8. So we're kind of on the chump block plan for a little while. It's not a good plan, but it is our plan. Stensia Masquerade is a real card. The death touch on these guys isn't going to do anything, so I'm going to toss the 1/1. Like, we've got to start chumping. Yeah. Yeah, if you can be attacking and have this in play, it is a very powerful card. So without any Madness Enablers, essentially all we can do here is take one of his dudes and chump with it. Which, I mean, is still good, but is not great. If I draw a catalog, I could take something that's 3 toughness? No, 4 toughness, which doesn't actually do anything. Oh god, attacking into this thing with the stuff was so bad. We got sinisterly concocted. I mean, Avacyn's Judgment's a good card too. Let's not look down on that, but this is a combo of I'm just gonna die, and it feels so bad. Oh, there's nothing that works. All right. Stop whining. It's a new format. We're learning. I was going to say, please just attack with one of them. Please just attack with one of them. Like, I guess we're chumping. Yay. Going to 6. That makes us not technically dead next turn because we can still chump block these 2. You are not what we needed. At all. Now we probably have to go for something stupid. With 4 power of first strike, now he can just strike down the whole thing. Like, if I was going to do something like that, it was last turn that I go for it. Going to 2 doesn't actually help me any. What are we even thinking we're going to draw? I just don't know what we think is going to happen here. I guess if I go to 2, no, there's nothing that works here. This first strike is just too powerful. Because with 4 power of first strike, he can strike down this and that. And I guess I'm still here, and I at least have that off the table. If he's got anything, I think we're just dead. Like, he first strikes down these 2, he still takes the 3. He first strikes down this one and that one, he still takes the 3. Alright. I should have probably done this last turn. But we're starting to make it so that the zombies can attack. It makes this huge, but I think the idea now is that hopefully we're going to bounce that. Ah, of course. This just got... No, it was big enough that it could attack through this anyway. And we're at 1, so we're also exceptionally dead. That's a shame. I feel like this deck had some potential. This is one of those situations where I kind of wish we were in a Swiss draft. We're at least going to take you down, buddy. Oh, I can't. Well, you know what? I'm still going to do it. It's worth it. Ouch. Yeah, we just kind of drew the wrong cards in the wrong order, which may just be a sign that there's too much aggro for something like this to happen. I said I wasn't going to go for a goofy deck, and I ended up kind of going for a goofy deck, but I think this might be a real card, especially with the Tamiyo's Journal to go find it. And we had the 2 Explorers to make us clues, and just the wind, or excuse me, Jace's Scrutiny to make us clues. Like, we had stuff going on here. We just kind of drew too many lands. which is an argument to either put more expensive spells in your deck so that they can impact the board, or play less lands. I've never seen a black-blue deck that wanted 16 lands, but maybe this is the format for it. Anyway, sorry we couldn't get past the first round, but I definitely appreciate you guys and gals tuning in. Come check out the stream sometime for more Hot Shadows action. That's at twitch.tv/Simulan. There are hours and hours of archives too, where sometimes I actually win a game. You wouldn't know it from what I've posted lately here, but that does happen. Anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will see you here next Monday and back on the stream when you tune in. Have a good one, my friends.